Good evening. Welcome to Election Night in America 2020. Tonight we have the 2020 presidential election between Senator Kamala Harris from the state of California, who would be the first female president if elected, versus of course the incumbent president, President Donald Trump from the state of New York, both going for the 2020 presidential election. We now have our first poll closings at 7 p.m. Eastern Time from the states of Vermont, Indiana, Kentucky, Virginia, South Carolina, and Georgia. The first poll closing, the state of Vermont. Senator Harris is the projected winner of their 3 electoral votes. No real surprise here. The state of South Carolina, 9 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. Donald Trump will also carry Vice President Mike Pence's home state of Indiana, 11 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. The state of Kentucky, 8 electoral votes. An interesting Senate race here. Donald Trump, the projected winner. And the state of Georgia, 16 electoral votes, currently too close to call, with a 2% difference at 65% of precincts reporting. And the battleground state of Virginia, 13 electoral votes. Donald Trump is currently in the lead by 4%. On our current electoral map, Donald Trump has an early lead of 28 electoral votes compared to Senator Harris's 3. It is now time for our 7:30 p.m. poll closings from the states of West Virginia, Ohio, and to North Carolina. The state of West Virginia, 5 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner, a very solid Republican state. The state of Ohio, a state that Donald Trump almost won by 10% back in the 2016 presidential election, 18 electoral votes. Senator Harris is narrowly in the lead. And the battleground state of North Carolina, 15 electoral votes. Last time that went to a Democrat was 2008. Again, 30% of precincts reporting, Donald Trump is in the lead. And on our current electoral map, not much changing. Donald Trump at 33 electoral votes, and Senator Harris remains at 3. It is now time for our 8 p.m. poll closings, ranging from the state of Maine all the way down to the state of Florida. The first call from the state of Alabama, 9 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. Can't say we're too surprised there. The state of Mississippi, 6 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. Again, a number of these solid Republican states coming in for Trump right at the poll closing time. The state of Oklahoma, a state that Donald Trump won every single county back in 2016, 7 electoral votes. He is the projected winner. President Trump will also carry the state of Tennessee with its 11 electoral votes. And the state of Missouri, a state that some Democrats thought would be contested, not so much this time around, 10 electoral votes. Donald Trump wins this solid GOP state. Out of the state of Illinois, Senator Harris is the projected winner of their 20 electoral votes. She will also carry the state of Maryland, a very solid Democratic state, 10 electoral votes. She is the projected winner. The state of Delaware, 3 electoral votes. Senator Harris is the projected winner. No surprise out of the state of Connecticut with its 7 electoral votes. She again is the projected winner. Out of the state of Massachusetts, 11 electoral votes, where her running mate is from. Senator Harris wins the state of Massachusetts. The state of New Jersey, 14 electoral votes. Senator Kamala Harris will win here as well. State of Rhode Island, with its 4 electoral votes, Senator Harris is the projected winner, and she will carry the most liberal part of the United States, the District of Columbia, an area that gave Donald Trump a mere 8% of the vote or less in 2016. Very, very bad area for the Republican Party. And the state of Maine, 3 out of their 4 electoral votes are projected to go to Harris. Maine and the state of Nebraska are 2 states that divide their electoral votes based off an at-large vote and based off congressional districts. Right now, the state of Maine has allocated 3 out of its 4 electoral votes going to Senator Harris, but its 2nd district is currently too close to call, a district that actually went to Donald Trump back in 2016. And the state of Florida is too close to call. Senator Harris is behind Donald Trump here, though there are 70% of precincts reporting. We have some Republican and Democratic counties outstanding. The state of Pennsylvania, a state that Donald Trump won by less than 1% back in the 2016 presidential election, 20 electoral votes, too close to call. Nobody is currently leading there. The state of New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes, 64% of precincts reporting. Not a good area for the president. Senator Harris leads by 6% statewide. And on our road to 270 map, Senator Harris is at 78 electoral votes, now taking the lead, and Donald Trump is at 77 electoral votes. We now have our 8:30 poll closings from the sole state of Arkansas. The state of Arkansas, 6 electoral votes, solid GOP state. Donald Trump is the expected winner, and that now puts Donald Trump ahead of Senator Harris at 83 electoral votes compared to her 78. It is now time for our 9 p.m. poll closings from New York down to Arizona, covering almost half of the entire United States. The state of Texas, 38 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. This is a big win for the GOP, equivalent of their California, as in it is for the Democrats. Donald Trump carries the state of Texas 38 electoral votes. The state of Louisiana, part of the South there, filling it in at 8 electoral votes, landing in the president's column tonight. The state of Kansas, 6 electoral votes. Again, we did see a little bit more of a Democratic push from some progressive candidates, though Harris, once nominated, this state was immediately given up. The state of Kansas, Donald Trump is the projected winner. The state of North Dakota, 3 electoral votes. Donald Trump is also the expected winner here, and as goes North Dakota, so does the state of South Dakota, with another 3 electoral votes to land in the president's column. The state of Wyoming, the most conservative state in the United States, again another state where almost every single county, if not all of them, had gone to Donald Trump back in 2016, with the largest margin of victory for Donald Trump in 2016. The state of Wyoming goes to Donald Trump, 3 electoral votes. And the state of Nebraska, all 5 of their electoral votes. Again, as I previously mentioned, the state of Nebraska and Maine divide based off electoral votes. The only contested district here was Nebraska's 2nd, which is now projected to go to President Trump at the end of the evening. And Maine's 2nd district, as I mentioned, the congressional district split in the state of Nebraska. The state of Maine will now give 1 electoral vote to Donald Trump, while the other 3 remain in the Democratic column. This is one of the first few key races called this evening. The state of Maine will allocate 1 congressional district to Donald Trump. The state of Georgia is currently now expected to go to Donald Trump, previously too close to call, 16 electoral votes. Donald Trump is now the projected winner. Again, this is a state that Democrats thought they were able to flip, looking at some of the important Senate races here, House elections as well. Talking about statewide races, the state of Georgia will go to Donald Trump, 16 electoral votes. And the state of New York, 29 electoral votes. Senator Harris is the projected winner. No real surprise here, a very solid blue state. The state of New Mexico, previously characterized as a swing state back in 2016, 2008, and 2012, now currently a pretty much solid Democratic state, 5 electoral votes. From the state of New Mexico, Senator Harris is the projected winner. The state of Virginia, a key race here, 13 electoral votes. Senator Harris is the projected winner. Can't say we're too surprised to see this result. A pretty solid Democratic state as well, though it is a swing state. Another state that's pretty solid for the Democratic Party, the state of Colorado, with its 9 electoral votes. Senator Harris is the projected winner. Another key race landing in the Democratic column. And yet again, another key race, the state of New Hampshire, with its 4 electoral votes. Senator Harris is the projected winner. However, out of the state of Minnesota, it is currently too close to call, 10 electoral votes at stake. Senator Harris is currently in the lead. And the state of Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes with 60% of precincts reporting, an exact tie between the 2 candidates, 10 electoral votes. The state of Michigan, 16 electoral votes, and another Republican state from 2016, 74% of precincts reporting. Senator Harris is currently in the lead over President Trump. And the state of Arizona, 11 electoral votes, a state that has had a past of flipping back and forth. Look at 2018 with the Senate election there. We actually have an upcoming Senate race here in 2020 that is holding some pretty interesting results right now. 11 electoral votes. Donald Trump is currently ahead of Senator Harris. And on our Road to 270 map, Donald Trump is at 165 electoral votes compared to Senator Harris at 135. It is now time for our 10 p.m. poll closings from Iowa, Montana, Utah, and Nevada. The state of Utah, 6 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner here. No real surprise again. State of Utah, a solid GOP state. Another solid GOP state, the state of Montana. Again, some progressives thought that this state could be contested, but again, as soon as Harris was nominated at the DNC, they completely gave up any hopes of winning in the state of Montana. Out of the state of Iowa, this is a key race. Previously, actually not characterized. This was a state that's right at the poll closing hour, expected to be a swing state, but going to Donald Trump, 6 electoral votes. And the state of North Carolina, this is a big one for Donald Trump, 15 electoral votes. A key race here, now landing in the Trump column, the Republican column, yet again. And the state of Nevada, this is another key race for the Democratic Party, 6 electoral votes, though expected to be a swing state. The Republican Party is typically overestimated here. Senator Harris is the projected winner at poll closing hour. And 195 electoral votes for President Trump and 144 for Senator Harris. It is now time for our 11 p.m. poll closings from the West Coast. The state of California, 55 electoral votes. Senator Harris is the projected winner. Again, this is her home state. Obviously, a solid Democratic state, 55 electoral votes. Senator Harris is the projected winner. The state of Washington, with its 12 electoral votes, Senator Harris is the projected winner. Again, no real surprise out of these West Coast states. The state of Oregon, 7 electoral votes, another Democratic state to add at the end of the evening. And the state of Hawaii, with its 4 electoral votes, Senator Harris is the projected winner. This is a call from the state of Minnesota, 10 electoral votes, a key race now landing in the Democratic column. Senator Harris will carry the state of Minnesota, and this is a flip. The state of Michigan, 16 electoral votes, crucial to Donald Trump's victory back in 2016, now going to the Democratic Party. State of Michigan flips from red to blue, Senator Harris. However, out of the state of Idaho, 4 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. And out of the state of Ohio, another crucial state to Trump if he is to be reelected, 18 electoral votes, a key race from the state of Ohio. Donald Trump is the projected winner. And on our Road to 270 map, Senator Harris is at 248 electoral votes, and Donald Trump is at 217. We now have state calls from the states of Florida and Arizona at 12:13 a.m. Eastern Time. The state of Florida, 29 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. This is a huge win for the Trump campaign. Another key race. Donald Trump is the projected winner. And the state of Arizona, 11 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. Again, a very key race, which means that this election is going to come down to a number of states. This is a state that was not on the projection map. But the state of Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes. Senator Harris is the projected winner. Again, another key race, flipping from red to blue, and that puts us on the map at 258 electoral votes for Senator Harris and 257 for President Trump. We now have our 1 a.m. poll closings from the state of Alaska and a state call from the state of Pennsylvania. The state of Alaska, 3 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner, and the state that will decide it all, the state of Pennsylvania, its 20 electoral votes are now projected to go to President Trump. Donald Trump will hold on to the state of Pennsylvania very narrowly, which is expected to be less than 1% margin. Yet again, Donald Trump narrowly retains the state of Pennsylvania, which is now a key race, now characterized for Donald Trump, which means that Donald Trump will be reelected 45th President of the United States of America. This will be the first time in American history 4 presidents have been consecutively reelected. Donald Trump reelected as the President of the United States of America. And on the road to 270, 258 electoral votes for Senator Harris and 280, which is well past the 270, not well past, but 10 electoral votes past the 270 needed at 280 for President Trump, who has been reelected. Thank you all for watching this video. This video is really fun to make. I'm working on a full election night, which includes the governor elections and Senate elections. I will be using a CNN theme. So right now I decided to use the MSNBC theme so I don't mess up my other template. But go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you'd like to. My Twitter is LT Elections, essentially LT Elections. And my Instagram is Let's Talk Elect because they have a character limit, so I couldn't fit the whole thing. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I really enjoy making these videos, though they do take a little bit to make. This result is not what most people actually expected. I'm pretty sure most people expected Senator Harris to win. I really don't know how well her reach is going to be on the state of Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan. I could see her narrowly winning Wisconsin and Michigan, but Pennsylvania actually seems a little bit less for the Democrats in terms of data that we have from a number of polling firms, which is pretty interesting to me. Go ahead and comment suggestions down below if you want to go ahead and see any of these election nights with specific candidates. So far, I've done Andrew Yang, Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Senator Harris, but I'm open to doing other type of election nights as well, like alternative history going back to 2008, as that was my first YouTube video ever. But go ahead and make sure you comment down suggestions. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up or a dislike, depending on which one you agree as the result of the video, or if you just like my content in general. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.